إذا أردنا الحرية
Al-Zarqawi, Al-Zawahiri and Jabhat al-Nusra, terms that have two things in common: Al-Qaeda and lately Syria. Recently, two leading Salafists who joined the armed opposition were killed by Syrian forces. One of them was the brother-in-law of Abu Mus'ab al-Zarqawi, who was killed by US forces in Iraq in 2006. Al-Zarqawi was Al-Qaeda's leader in Iraq and considered by the US as one of the most wanted terrorists responsible for killing US soldiers. Reports have also said that Syrian forces have arrested the brother of Ayman al-Zawahiri, the leader of Al-Qaeda. In addition, the so-called Mufti of Jabhat al-Nusra was also recently killed in a Syrian air raid in Dar'a. All this has raised questions about future US policy towards Damascus.
Al-Qaeda is the first enemy of the United States. How can they explain to the American people why they are providing weapons to Al-Qaeda in Syria? For this reason, America will admit a clear policy to find a peaceful and political solution in Syria.
What's more is that in his inaugural speech, US President Barack Obama did make it clear that foreign military intervention was not on the agenda. Experts believe that the US will eventually pressure its allies to change their course in the campaign against Bashar al-Assad. Among these allies are Israel, who labeled Assad as part of an axis of evil along with Iran and Hezbollah. Israel's ambassador to Washington, Michael Oren, even went so far as to say that Assad is worse for Israel than Al-Qaeda. Other countries like Saudi Arabia and Qatar have been the main providers of weapons and financing for the armed opposition.
When America will tell them, stop paying money, stop providing weapons, they will admit this, they will obey. No, I think America will decide and the Arab countries will follow.
Major US media outlets have said that the support provided by some Arab states to armed groups in Syria runs contrary to Washington's interests. And last December, the State Department blacklisted Jabhat al-Nusra. Many of those who were predicting the end of Bashar al-Assad are now having second thoughts. One of the major reasons behind this is the US position. The rising fundamentalist trend in Syria is a grave concern and comes at a time when the US Congress is holding hearings on the killing of the US ambassador in Benghazi at the hands of extremists. That incident would probably not have happened were it not for NATO military intervention in Libya. Ali Risk, Press TV, Beirut.